It is said that the mind is the most powerful thing in the world. If you want something with all your heart, you can achieve it. I do not say this. This is what all the great men say. But if it is true, why don't we achieve it from our hearts? No person would want sadness in their mind, but if it remains, then they will be sad. Every person wants to be successful from their heart, wants to earn a lot of money, but still, they are not successful. Even though there might be such a person in the world who wishes in their mind that they should not be successful, as they should not earn money. If it is a matter of thinking, then two things come to the fore. Either those great men are wrong, who said that one can achieve the desired thing from the heart, or we are wrong. In today's story, which I am going to tell you, you will find such a mantra. After understanding it, you will know such a mantra by which you will be able to understand how to get anything done with your mind, how to sow the seed of anything in your mind. You will understand it well from this story. The story is small but very deep. Let's start the story. Once upon a time, there was only sorrow in the life of a man. Whatever work he did, that poor man's work was never completed. Whenever he came home, there was sorrow in the house. When he asked for help from anyone, no one helped him. It seemed as if a mountain of sorrows had fallen upon him from all sides. He could not understand how to overcome the sorrows. He kept thinking day and night about how to get rid of sorrows. Because of this, he could not even sleep at night. Big dark circles had formed under his eyes, giving the impression of how sad and worried the man was. Sometimes, he even had thoughts of committing suicide, but because of his concern for his family, he did not know how to take this step. He became so sad that he decided he would get rid of these sorrows. For this, no matter how much hard work he had to do, whatever he had to do, even if he had to walk on hot coals, one day he would get rid of these sorrows and live like this. He asked his friend how to improve his life. His friend told him, "You should go to a bobber. Bobber has such a mantra that all the sorrows go away, life gets filled with happiness, and wealth is also acquired. You just need to find such a bobber, and your work will be done." This thing settled completely in the mind of that man that only some bobber could remove his sorrows. Hence, if he came to know about any bobber, he would go to that bobber. He reached Bobber and told him his problem, asking for its solution. He said, "Bobber, I am ready to do anything, but please relieve me from these problems of mine. I am ready to do whatever you say, but in my life." Bobber interrupted him and told him some magic tricks to do. In return, he would take donations as dakshina. He said, "After doing this magic trick, there will be happiness and peace in your house. Just do this trick with complete method." That man returned home and started doing sorcery with Bobber. But even after doing many sorceries, there was no change in his life. On the contrary, his life became more miserable. Whoever used sorcery for him, Bobber used to take money from him in return, due to which his wealth also started decreasing. Slowly, it was ending due to this. The sorrows in his life increased even more. Then he felt that by going to Bobber, instead of reducing the sorrows in his life, they are increasing. So, what should I do? Should I go to Bobber or not? Then one day, a man advised him, "You should call a pundit and perform haven in your house. The haven will purify the house. If there is any bad energy in the house, it will go out. Call a pundit and chant the mantra with complete rituals and perform the haven. Do this to bring happiness and peace in the house." This thought settled in the mind of the man, and he called the pundit to his house. He got the haven performed well. In return, the pundit also took good donations and dakshina. But after a few days, the man realized that there was still no change in his life. Now that man became completely sad and more worried. Now he felt that his sorrows would never end in his life. Thinking this, the man was in a bad condition. Then one day, he saw a friend of his. From that friend, he came to know about such a bobber who does not take any donation or dakshina for giving the solution. That person felt that this bobber cannot be like other bobbers because he does not take any donation or dakshina. If he does not take any donation or dakshina, then in reality, there must be something special about this bobber. Thinking this, he went to that bobber. When the man reached there, he saw Bobber sitting in meditation. Seeing this, the man sat there silently and started waiting for Bobber to come out of meditation. After some time, when Bobber opened his eyes, he saw a sad and troubled young man sitting in front of him. Seeing the dark circles under his eyes, Bobber understood how troubled the man was with his life. Addressing him, Bobber asked, "What do you want, child? What have you come to Bobber to get?" The man said to him, "Bobber, I am very troubled with my life. I have tried many ways to get rid of this suffering. I have tried every trick that any bobber could tell me. I have done everything that anyone could ask me to do. But there has been no reduction in the sorrows in my life. On the contrary, the sorrows have increased in my life. I don't understand what to do. Sometimes I try to commit suicide, but I am not able to take this step. Thinking about my family, I have heard a lot about you, Bobber, and I have come to you with a lot of hope. Please tell me some way by which I can get rid of my sorrows. I want to get rid of my sorrows. I am ready to do anything for this. If you tell me any path, no matter how difficult that path is, I will cross it." Bobber realized that the man was really very troubled. After listening to him, Bobber said, "Child, mantras to remove sorrows are not found so easily. One has to do something to get those mantras. Are you ready to do something?" Upon hearing this, the man said, "Bobber, I thought that this bobber would also ask for charity and dakshina from me, but finding no other way, I said, 'Bobber, I am ready to give you whatever amount of charity and dakshina you want, but your mantra should be true. It should be fulfilled. I should get its result. After that, I will give you whatever donation you want as dakshina." Bobber replied, "Charity and dakshina are very small things. I do not want them." Upon this, the man thought for a moment and said, "Bobber, I am ready to walk even on hot coals. Just give me permission." Bobber said, "I'm not going to make you do a small thing like walking on embers. What I am going to make you do is a very difficult mantra. You will be able to complete it." The man said, "Bobber, if you tell me, then what should I do? I am ready to do anything." Bobber told him, "When you go from here to your home, on the way, keep repeating in your mind, 'I am happy, I am happy, I am happy.' Keep repeating this in your mind again and again. Remember, this should not come on the tongue. It has to be repeated only in the mind." Upon hearing this, the man said, "Bobber, is that just such a thing? I will do it with a pinch. But what will happen with this?" Bobber replied, "Just try this mantra anyway. You have done so many mantras of Bobbers." The man thought, "Bobber is not taking any donation or dakshina, and it is a small mantra, so I will definitely do it." He said, "Okay, Bobber, I will definitely do this mantra." The man said this and got up from there. He started walking, but as soon as he started walking, Bobber said from behind, "Child, remember one thing. When you repeat this mantra in your mind, thoughts of monkeys should not come in your mind. The thought of monkeys should not come. Only then will this mantra prove effective." The man said, "Till date, no thought of a monkey has come to my mind. So why will it come now? Don't worry, Bobber. I will just repeat in my mind, 'I am happy, I am happy.' Apart from this, no thought of a monkey will come in my mind." Saying this, he walked away from there, repeating in his mind, "I am happy, I am happy." He had walked a short distance when suddenly, the thought of a monkey came into his mind. The thought of a monkey came once, and then went away, but the man thought, "Till date, I have not had any thought about a monkey, and why did the thought of a monkey come today?" By doing this, he took the thought of a monkey, then he forgot what mantra he had to repeat, and he started thinking about the monkey. After some time, when he regained consciousness, he again started repeating the same mantra which Baba had told him. I am happy, I am happy. But suddenly, a monkey appeared in front of him. Seeing this, the thought of a monkey again arose in his mind. He wanted to throw out the thought from within himself. He wanted that the thought of a monkey should not come in any way. But he saw a monkey right in front of him. While struggling like this, he reached home. Then he said to his wife, "Monkey, please serve me a monkey for dinner." When he realized what he had said, he started pulling his hair, hitting his head on the walls, saying, "Till date, I have never had any idea about a monkey, and today, I have this thought. What has happened? I am seeing monkeys everywhere. What kind of illusion is this?" Thinking this, the man could not sleep the whole night. He kept tossing and turning. After waking up in the morning, he went straight to the same Baba and lay at his feet. "Baba, where did I falter? I don't know what miracle is happening. Till date, I have not had the thought of a monkey. But since yesterday, when you told me that I should not think of a monkey, I have been seeing monkeys everywhere." The man said to Baba, "Baba, I can also see the monkey sitting on the tree behind you, eating bananas. What is happening, Baba?" Hearing this, Baba started laughing. "Child, the trap of the mind is such that it is not so easy to understand. The monkeys in your mind. Earlier too, when you had come to me, these monkeys were roaming on these trees. But at that time, these monkeys were not in your mind. At that time, you were only in your sorrows." After this, Baba said, "Child, whatever we want to run away from, the very thing penetrates very deep into our mind. It gets absorbed into our inner being. In fact, whatever we want to get rid of, we want to get rid of it because it is very deeply connected with us. And the more we want to get rid of it, the deeper it sits in our mind. Ultimately, it occupies our inner mind. On top of that, we want to be happy. I am happy. I am happy. Our lips also keep saying, but there are sorrows in our hearts, in our thoughts, in our minds. We see only sorrow. Therefore, by repeatedly saying with our tongue that I am happy, we will not be happy. Unless this mantra enters into our inner mind, only then will it become true in the human being." The man asked Baba, "But how will this mantra enter into our hearts?" Hearing this, Baba said, "Child, stop fighting with your sorrows. As long as you keep thinking of removing sorrows from your sorrows, those sorrows will stick to you. They will have their rule over your conscience. And the day you stop thinking about sorrows, you will not want to get rid of them. From that day, sorrows will disappear from your life. Because to get rid of anything, we have to think about that thing. And the more we think about that thing, the deeper it enters our mind. Most of the time, we think only about sorrows. We only think that we have to get rid of it. For this reason, by thinking again and again, those sorrows enter our inner mind, and we do not even realize it. So, if you want to get rid of sorrows, then stop thinking about getting rid of sorrows. You will get rid of sorrows. You will often find that a person wants to quit smoking, quit drinking. He promises himself in the morning that he will not do anything wrong. But when he returns in the evening, he returns drunk. Why is it that we keep thinking? In fact, we are giving too much importance to that thing. Whenever we think of giving up that thing, we increase its importance even more. The more our mind thinks about that thing, the more our mind runs after that thing. We do not have to fight it, but let it pass. Without thinking, we can follow this mantra. If we understand, then whatever we want to achieve in our life, we can put it in our heart. And once that goal sits in our heart, then there is no problem in achieving success. So, friends, how did you like this story? Do tell in the comment section. And if you liked it, then do not forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next story. Till then, take care.